that time we were able to, we give back, we bought an Ace family member a brand new car, we cured my brother-in-law's eye condition with a very expensive surgery, we had a few Ace family members spend the night at our house, we had a massive charity event and raised lots of money, and now we're flying to Africa to give 3,000 people clean water for the rest of their lives.
Now, when you're doing something because you want to, not because you have to, you don't throw it in people's faces. When you do a good thing, a good deed, you do it because it's a good deed. You do it because you want to. Not because, or not so that in a few months you can throw it back in people's faces when they're finally exposing you for who you really are.
People who are like that on YouTube are actually the opposite in person. They're very nice. People on YouTube who are really nice and really whatever are
That's what we've been saying!
Bro, that is...
And I'm somewhere in the middle.
Dude, that is so YouTube in a nutshell. It really is.
Yes.
It's the family-friendly people who like, hey, and everything's all
The guy that you
and
think
glamour.
is rude, the guy that you think's being a jerk, is the guy who's being real.
Life in the fast lane, we play our cards, praying we'll find out just who we are.
Bitch, I've been a king. What up, everyone? It's your boy Martin Lewis.
It's your boy Martin Lewis.
Martin Lewis.
Boy Martin Lewis.
What up, everyone? It's your boy Martin Lewis. Team Real, welcome to my channel where I call out fake ass and talk about YouTube drama. Okay, so today we got a lot to cover. I really want to talk about this whole Fred and Austin thing, and I'm gonna also talk a little bit about the charity event as I have more information now. If you are new to this channel, join the Team Real gang. We just reached 87,000 subscribers, so smash that subscribe button. Shout out to my girl Brittany, big shout out to you. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it so much. If you want to know how you can get a shout out on this channel, make sure to watch until the end of the video. And if you guys have any story or leads, all my social media links are in the description below. So let's get straight into the drama. Before I was talking about how I didn't know what charity event they announced or whatever, now I do. They're donating to some charity called Thirst or something. Roll it.
What the Thirst Project is, we're actually getting ready to have a meeting. They're about to come over any minute, and we're gonna take you guys along with us so you guys can see every step of the way.
And before they come...
But Thirst Project, the world's leading youth water organization.
What's up, guys? My name is Kellen. I'm here with Luke. We're here on behalf of Thirst Project, and Thirst Project is a movement of young people all over the country, all over the world now, that are trying to fight and end the global water crisis.
I didn't see it before because it was like in a video that was titled like totally different, so I wouldn't expect them to mention the charity in there. I thought they were gonna have like a whole separate video, so I apologize, I didn't see that before. And look, it is really great that they're donating $75,000, and I think the problem here and why everyone is sus and on your asses is because you lie about the most stupidest shit ever. Really extinguish this fire by just showing proper receipts instead of throwing shit in people's faces and just being a little. The thing is, on your live stream you wanted to talk about numbers or whatever, and the only number you remembered to brought up, and someone actually brought this up in the comments, I'll put it here. One moment you're saying it's a popular play, so on and so on, and then the next thing you say you're the first ones to fool the whole arena out. So how does that work? Now look, he could be honest and just a stupid guy that talks a lot of ish. That could really be a possibility. If that's the case, you can easily simmer this down by just showing actual receipts and proof. Nothing wrong with making profits, okay? There is nothing wrong gaining money while you're giving money to charity. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to be honest about it. Don't bullshit everyone and be like, oh, it's all for charity. And a lot of people can be like, well, you can take that out of context as well. Maybe we are taking it out of context. It's all for charity. He could have meant the whole event is purposely for charity. You know, he never exactly said all the money we get or all the proceeding, whatever, is for charity. All of these YouTubers are lying about the most stupidest shit to make themselves look good in front of everyone. But yet they want to accuse other people being clout chasers, but yet you lie about stupid shit. Clout. So you need to take 2 seats back, sweetie. So now let's get into Fred. I keep on calling him Fredo. It reminds me of that chocolate. But let's talk about him. So Fred was basically Austin's cameraman. Fred works in that type of industry. As you guys know, some of you guys know, Catherine and Austin went to Miami not just for a holiday, but also for a holiday, but to also film a music video. Now something happened and they didn't agree with the contract or something between someone named Glenn.
And Glenn is a musical artist. He's the guy who made that song, Feel My Love, and that's the same song that's in the Ace Family's intro.
Then Austin feels that Glenn told Fred something, and that's what led Fred making his post on Instagram. This is what Austin said, roll it.
And him and Glenn were still cool, are still cool to this day, because I think Fred still shoots videos for Glenn, and which I'm disappointed about with Glenn, because I believe that after we didn't come to an agreement, Glenn came back here to LA and he had a conversation with Fred with whatever he said, and Fred, I'm tired of just bullshitting y'all niggas. Like, Fred being the bitch that he is, he literally Glenn told Fred like his little bitch and pretty much gave him a rundown, whatever he said, and then Fred felt the need out of 5 months later to come and talk shit about us. Because obviously anybody who talks shit about us wants attention.
Anyway, this is what Fred said on his Instagram story. Recent photo of the largest anacondas I have ever met, worked with, and seen. Crikey! Oh, he's been in Australia, everyone. I hope fans find out who they really are very soon. LeMayo, work with anyone for 3 years and it will show. Don't let money, fame, etc. get to your head, bruh. Don't treat others like a roach because you think you're above. Material is all temporary add-ons to life. Get rich, but just keep a good soul. Love you all. He then said, listen, I don't support negativity. Oh my God, these people that be like, I don't support negativity. Sometimes you need negativity to get to the land of paradise, people. It's not positive to punch someone in the face, but if it's saving someone's life, you might have to do it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I don't support negativity. I'm not beefing with anyone, and some of it's bad for my image. Understood? I'm a bit contradicting in my last post. I simply just rather be real than a yes man for people who only care about themselves and burn bridges over disrespect. I'm also posting because I keep getting asked at what happened with our relationship consistently. I don't want to go into full detail because it's long. However, apologies for those think I'm bad energy, but take it as me being real to you and myself. Anyway, I just wanted to say don't disrespect because of your success. He then says, P.S. They're millionaires and I made all intros, etc. until recent. I got paid $150 without being credited, or I was credited once in a while for videos. I pulled through last min but talked down on for asking to mention my name. Know your effing worth. So Austin ends up showing his side of the situation on IG Live.
Our old videographer, right? His name is Fred. Yeah, his name's Fred. So our old videographer, we decided to end it off on good terms about 4 or 5 months ago. I want to believe. Like he hasn't been our videographer for 4 or 5 months. That's a long time.
Now this kind of confirms Austin's story about this Glenn guy. Maybe that was the situation. Maybe that's why Fred felt some type of way and was all up in his feelings and decided to make that post. I just feel though if you have a problem with someone, maybe you should confront them directly if you did leave in good terms, not on the internet. But hey, that's me. Pause. Let me know in the comment section what you would have done. Would you gone to the internet or would you confront them directly?
I met Fred about a year ago. He said that he has been working with us for 3 years, but we haven't even been on YouTube for 3 years. So That's a lie. Yeah, that's a lie. I don't know where he got that from. Alright guys, so Fred should be pulling up right now. And before he gets here, I just want to say a little something. I just want to say that Fred has been with us from the very beginning, even before we were on YouTube. That's a lie. I don't know where he got that from.
Bitch, you smell like bullshit.
It's quite obvious that they've known each other for a long time, so it's a possibility that they could have worked on other little things than just videos. Like, who knows?
Paid him a total of $150 or something like that from the year that he worked with us. Like, what does that even make any sense? Does that make any sense to people? When you work with us, what do you want? What do you want out of this relationship? What do you want? Do you want to get paid for your work, or do you want to get exposure, right? Do you want to get tagged? Like, that's giving exposure, like shout out, stuff like that. Because we all know, this day and age, if you guys know social media, if you give, brands, or if you give people shout outs or tags, that turns into money, right? So let me give you an example.
Saying what he means by YouTube sense, because it's like, we're going to promote you and give you a shout out. But if you go to all his videos with this intro, you don't see Fred's name in every single video going, hey, he did the intro. You know what I mean? If you're using that intro consistently, then you should put their names in their videos consistently.
When you work with us, what do you want? Do you want the money, or do you want exposure? Like, we're not going to give you both. If we give you both, that's like paying you double. Like, that doesn't make any sense at all, right? And Catherine and I are very straightforward from the jump. Like, what do you want? And since he had a very low following and he wanted to grow his business, he said, bro, I want exposure. And so we were like, okay, cool. Let us do that. You make videos for us. We're going to tag you. We're going to show you love. We're going to show you.
So apparently he was very straightforward with Fred, and I can only assume he was, because Fred was talking about know your worth. So I guess Fred had a choice, and that's what he chose. That's not their fault. That's what Fred chose. Fred chose that agreement. But at the same time, Austin is full of shit here. Talking about prices for the charity, he said he paid for the cameraman, right?
Vitaly, my new video guy, I wish you were here with me right now. I don't know how many people on your team. I want to assume 5, 6 people. You had video guys out filming outside, getting content outside of the line. And you got guys being around the food concession. You have 3 or 4 guys being on the floor because the arena's so big. You got to get different angle shots. You got to get the crowd. You got to get... You guys seen the video? There was a lot of footage. There was a lot of shots and different angles. Like, that costs money to film that, to get that footage. That costs money.
But he shout out the cameraman in his description.
When you work with us, what do you want? Do you want the money, or do you want exposure? Like, we're not going to give you both. If we give you both, that's like paying you double. Like, that doesn't make any sense at all, right? To film that, to get that footage, that costs money. So then he started out the blue, he started to ask for money, right? He shot something for us, and he would be like, hey, bro, like, I'm going to charge you this. And I'm thinking, like, wait, where's this coming from? Like, you never charge us. You've been with us since day one. Like, we've helped you grow. We've given you a lot of opportunities. Catherine and I felt like we helped you. Why all of a sudden are you charging us this price? And it was a very significant price. And I was just kind of confused. I'm like, damn, bro, like, that's out of left field. Like, you could have easily came to me and talked to me about, like, hey, look, bro, like, I need the money, like, this is that, like, can you help me out anyway? But he just hit me with the price, and I was like, okay, but like, this isn't normal, but I'm willing to do it because you put the work in. So I would pay him. So then I paid him. And like, once he started doing that, once he started like changing how he was working with me, then it kind of got a bad taste in my mouth, right? Like, once you get a bad taste in your mouth, it's kind of like, do you want to like continue working with this person? Do you want to find somebody else, right? But we stuck with it because he was so talented. Like, he was so talented. Starting to pay him, right? We were starting to pay him for his work. But then there were certain times where he would shoot a video, and you guys know, like, there's never a time where someone shoots our entire video. No one has ever shot an entire video. I think Vitaly may have done it one time, but that's rare for us. You guys know, it's usually like us vlogging and then a visual mixed in within our YouTube video, right? So it's like, whether it's a minute long or 5 minutes long, it's always like mixed in if we do it. And so, that's what he did. He shot a video that was literally a minute long, It was literally a minute long inside of a 14-minute vlog, right? And when he did it, he like canceled some meetings. Like he made it happen for me. And so he came over to the house, he edited the video, and he was like, and I felt bad because he canceled his meeting. He drove to the house, he helped me edit the video, and I'm sitting there thinking like damn, like he deserves something for this. Like, you know what I mean? Like I want to pay him for this. And so I paid him. He asked me how much it was. And I paid him what he offered, and this is the 150 that he said the one time that we only paid him, the 150. Like pretty much like asking like, did you tag? And I ignored him. I was like thinking like, he knows the video's up, not gonna. So then later on, a couple hours later, he texted me again. He's like, hey bro, I shouldn't have to ask you to tag me in the work that I do. Like came at me left field, like left field. And I'm thinking like, whoa, where's this coming from? Like I paid you for the work that you put in. Like, Catherine and I are the fairest people in the world. We're going to pay you for whatever you deserve. Whatever you tell us we owe you or you need to be paid, we're going to pay you that. We're well enough. We can pay you what you want, okay? And so he was saying like, no, that's not fair. I feel like I deserve the tag as well, even if you pay me. Like, I shot it. It's my eye that captured it. And I'm thinking like, bro, like, no, like how would I give someone credit who shot a minute video in my 14-minute video, right? Someone who shot like just 1 minute.
It's really interesting how Austin is like, how am I going to give you credit for a little clip of the video when you just said he also edited the video?
Saying we paid him 150. Yes, we did pay him 150. We did, because at the time that that 150, he charged us the 150. That's why we paid him 150. And I'm sitting there thinking like damn, like he deserves something for this. Like, you know what I mean? Like I want to pay him for this. By the way, I'm going to show you some receipts on the payments that we've actually made to him. I'm not sure if I should do that, but I will. And it's crazy to me because you said that we're such bad people, right? We're such bad people, and we're the biggest anacondas you know, and we only paid you 150. But the funny thing is, the last text you sent me, you still kept trying to be friends with us. You didn't care. You were like, I know it's not, but I don't care about the work, Austin. I don't care about the work. We don't got to work together, but let's at least keep our friendship. To me, that don't make no sense. If we're such bad people, why do you still want to be friends with me?
Now that is some fake shit. If he did do that, try to be friends with him after that whole situation, you know, that I don't know, it's an LA thing. Not all LA people, okay? Because I got friends in LA, but some of y'all are snakes. Not my friends, the other people. Some of y'all snakes, okay? Bigger than the snake that I have.
This is on Cash App. Okay, that's 150. That's the 150. Here goes 350. Right? This is Fred. Back in, what was the date? January's Fred. Same Cash App name, Fred. And this was 2000. Two bands.
September.
So we already passed the one. We way past over the 150 now. Let me show him. There go another 1,000 we paid him.
Okay.
Golly.
Let's go into the video that Fred posted on IG explaining his side after Austin posted this on IG Live. Roll it.
I gotta address this just because Austin's talking now. The other payments that he showed you guys, that didn't go just to me. That was people behind the scenes that were doing the videography too, and set up the whole project and everything.
You kind of exaggerated the whole situation by posting, oh, I got paid 150 when there were other payments as well. You know what I mean? He did. I'm sorry, Fred. Okay, I tried to have you back at this, but you really did, man.
So backtracking, I personally think where I went wrong was instigating this. This thing spread like a wildfire, and I'm talking about the Ace family, once again. And I don't think I should have done that. However, I guess I just decided to go into detail after that whole thing, and then I just contradicted myself. I'm never trying to start no negative energy, and this thing just started going wild. So out of emotion, I acted on that.
And look, good on him for being a man and manning up to that. You know what I mean? Unlike some people that don't want to, you know, properly clear ish up. It's quite good that he's going to do that and be like, look, I instigated it, because it's quite obvious that he did. And, you know, he contradicted himself. So, you know, he clearly got up in his emotions, and it's really good that he can admit that.
Now, about to die. I guess I gotta do here. Anyway, so this thing is a whole jumble mess because originally we kicked it off amazingly, but it ended up taking a turn when me asking for what I deserve and what I made. Asking for too much in his definition, I guess means well, I guess he doesn't understand that when you work hard at this craft to make it look good, you're not constantly you don't just put a video, slap it together in 2 seconds, you know what I'm saying? So it's time going into this. And I gave him discounts on my rates just because he was a homie and I was just trying to grow with him, you know. I wasn't focused on the money. But where it got weird was when, if you're not going to just credit me for the video I provide you with, then just pay me my regular rate.
Now this opens more of the situation up. If that was the case, he provided a discount and you couldn't credit him even though he provided you discount, that's stingy as fuck. You know what I mean? Stingy as hell. But again, did he make that communication with Austin Bain? Hey man, I'm going to give you a discount, but I also want a shout out, okay? If you're not going to give me a shout out, you're going to have to pay full price. You know what I mean? And that's good, that's smart. It's like, okay, how about I give you a lower rate and you pay me and also give me shout out. So it's good that he knew his worth.
The reason for my posting was to know your worth, bottom line, you know, and a lot of people out here, videographers and artists, don't get paid what they're worth all the time, and sometimes they don't even get credit, their work just gets stolen, you know. And if you could pay for the work, then being said, everything was good, we were just building, and you know, it was just regular shit going on, like we just film or we chill. But then it just got sour when I had to ask multiple times to be credited. And then he just talked some crazy shit to me when other little followers are gonna come after me, say I'm cloud chaser. It's really not. It's just when people are that big, not everybody hears about stuff like this, you know. And when you have millions and you're just paying dirt change to someone that they've done a lot of things for me on the positive note, you know, with connections wise and stuff like that. And I was building with them long term, but it just became sour when credit was like, all right, I'll bless you when like I want to bless you, or like, you know, here's $150. I didn't ask for $100. This shit should be dead in the grave, but it's brought back up. But just in general, I hope Austin and Catherine just treat people that help them build with a little more respect and think less of themselves, because it seems like the whole world is centered around you. And I really want to go hard, bro. Let me just mention the fact that every time you guys are talking about giving back, you're also talking about the profits you're going to make off shit. So when they posted these rumors about you making profit off the charity event, it's no shit. Like, I'm not trying to juice this up. I'm not trying to get no clout off this and none of that, literally. I just think that at this point, these people just get away with so much shit because of their recognition. And some people just got to open their fucking eyes.
Okay, so this is how you get a shout out, guys. I have a goal to reach around 1,000 comments and 1,000 likes every single video, and eventually I want to go bigger. If we can get that in a week in a row, I will totally love that because it helps your homeboy out a lot. So if you guys can answer 5 different questions in 5 separate comments like the previous girl, I forgot her name already, goddamn. 200 of you can answer 5 questions in separate comments in the comment section. I will pick one of you guys to shout out in the next video. It means reach my goal, and I really appreciate everyone who does that. Thank you so much. And look, I know I'm your guilty pleasure, so make sure to hit the subscribe button with the bell, because if you don't hit that subscribe button with the bell, Fred is going to give you the clout pill and you're never going to become famous. So I'm telling you, hit the subscribe button now. And I'll see you guys in another drama video.